Scorpio Nation, welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Let's just dive in, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for the next 7 days. Whew, okay. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio Nation. It looks like there's a decision that you need to make, but it looks like you're refusing to make this decision. It seems like this decision comes with consequences. I don't know. It just seems like there's something that the spirit is telling you that you might need to. It seems like you're back and forth with a decision. You could possibly be going back and forth and could be confused about what you want. Within a relationship, it seems like within this equation, you have a spiritual union with someone, like a soulmate union. But I don't know what's going on. You're going back and forth. It seems like somebody is yelling. Somebody has a lot of trauma. Is somebody okay? Let's frame it with some context. It looks like the reading is saying the power of words. So it seems like it's not necessarily what you say it, but it's how you say it. I don't know. What is this that's going on? Okay. No context. I just see certain things that are getting ready to happen. Okay. Let's go ahead and lay out some more cards and see what's happening. But wherever there's a secret, okay, this much context I have for you. Somebody is covering something up. Spirit guides are saying there's going to be a revelation. The truth is going to come out about something, especially if this is somebody that is refusing to choose or to make a choice about something. Who is highlighted in your reading is a Virgo. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. Or Scorpio. It's like something is hindering you from moving forward. Heartbreak is something that you're dealing with. It looks like you're going through a depression. Maybe thinking about money. You might feel particularly dependent upon someone. And maybe this is something that you're not used to. I see a misunderstanding. You're going through some discord from somebody, so maybe you're kind of withdrawing. There might be a connection that you have with someone that might feel no longer feel fulfilling to you. It seems like this week, what Spirit wants you to focus on is what really belongs in your life and what doesn't. Because what doesn't belong in your life, it seems meant to sever ties with something. Yeah, reconciliations. So maybe you're reconciling with more than one person, or this is what's on your mind. Bear with me as the context builds, and I can make this make a bit more sense. Somebody is covering something up. They need to make a decision between you and somebody else. They keep going back and forth. Somebody is saying some very hurtful words, because it looks like whatever this is, you're got this card talking about the power of words. And then it looks like you're looking at somebody who might be going through a depression. So you could possibly be, maybe you play an instrument, you sing, you're a performer. It looks like you're going through a lot of self-doubt. Like you're turning this on yourself. It looks like, yes, something is on somebody's mind heavily this week. So maybe somebody is heavily thinking about you, or you're possibly heavily in thought about something that you're thinking about. What is somebody thinking about? A relationship. Maybe the longevity of a relationship. I did say you have a spiritual union with someone. Maybe some of you have tattoos. Maybe you're getting tattoos. Somebody is coming back, this looks like. Maybe this is somebody that you're not talking to, or you maybe decided you didn't want to talk to. I did say somebody has withdrawn from someone. So this is somebody returning, and that's where I'm confused. I'm like, how did you get from somebody covering up the truth to somebody coming back? What I can tell is it looks like you're having conflict with somebody. You might even be obviously having some conflict within yourself. Maybe you're not sure what to do. You're not sure what decision to make right now. Maybe somebody wants marriage. They want something long term. They want something meaningful. It looks like what needs to take place in this situation is somebody would need to release the past. It seems like somebody is holding on to a past situation, or this is the issue. What's on somebody's mind is the past. So somebody might be concerned that whatever happened in the past might happen again, because it looks like you want love. Somebody definitely what does. Okay. You feel crushed by something. Obviously, Scorpio or cross watcher. Whatever this is that crushed you, it looks like maybe this begins some sort of change for you. You're going through some emotional pain. Somebody is realizing the harsh truth about something. You're having some self-doubts. This is blocking you from making a decision. It seems like you're not feeling like you can, like you have it within yourself, like you have the wherewithal or the resolve within yourself to do something. It seems like honestly there's something else that's going on in your life, and besides this relationship, maybe just life in general. It seems like your faith is wavering, like it's just difficult for you to stay in a positive state of mind about something, especially if there's something that you're waiting for. Whatever this is that you're waiting for, Scorpio cross watcher, something is not going to have instant results. It's going to require you to wait. So you might have to wait for whatever this is, especially if we're talking about a financial matter. I think that might be something that you're concerned about. Your intuition is definitely kicking in. Your gift of discernment is definitely intact. You're having a disagreement because you're picking up on some BS that somebody is feeding you. You already know somebody's lying. So it seems like you're trying to make a decision. You don't know what the immediate answer is. Or somebody might be demanding answers from you, and maybe you're just not sure what you want to do. I think some of you have been dealing with some delays. I think whatever delays you're dealing with are temporary. It seems like you've been struggling for something. You've been like in a cycle of struggle. This feels like it could be a relationship, but I think this might be a financial situation for some of you. Because there may have been an unexpected expense that may have come through. Maybe, like I said, this is what you're thinking about. Okay, let's go ahead and pull in some more details. Seems like you don't have enough. You're dealing with some self-doubts. It's like you're not sure what decision to make. On top of that, like I said, you're under some financial pressure. What are you thinking about? An Aquarius. So I answer that question. The star comes out, right? So is the sun. So this could be a Leo. Maybe this is you thinking about a child. Or you're thinking about a Taurus. You're thinking about a lot of things. I'm asking what you're thinking about, and then it looks like the reading opens up wide. It's a loaded question. You got a lot on your mind. You might be thinking about school. You could be thinking about an assignment. Maybe you write. It looks like there's something that you're trying to figure out. You could be looking for your keys. Maybe you draw. You're concerned about a child. You're concerned about your home, the roof over your head. Some of you could possibly be getting a haircut. Concerned about relaxation. Maybe you want to go to the gym. Maybe even you haven't been in the gym for a minute. Maybe you might be thinking about going back. It just seems like, again, there's a lot on your mind. But yes, what are you concerned about? Money, finances. You're concerned about a contract. For some of you, this is a marriage contract. You're dealing with another Scorpio for some of you. Like this is a Scorpio to Scorpio relationship, which I think might be very intense. 2 fixed signs. That's what you're concerned about, your relationship. You're thinking about somebody. Because it looks like, again, somebody is heavily in your thoughts. Who is this other person? I guess it might be another person that you're thinking about. Let's see. What's going on with Scorpio? You might be away from this person. You feel drawn. You feel pulled to somebody. Oh, this is a twin flame. So that makes sense. I was telling you that you have a spiritual union with someone. So you might feel pulled. Maybe somebody is pulling you in their direction. Yeah. And I think you might be reaching out. But I think this is the cover up. The cover up in the situation is that somebody is reaching out to somebody behind your back. Maybe they don't want you to know about that because it looks like somebody is thinking about this person and then they decide to say something to them. And this is what the signs and clues are about. This, it says the universe is talking to you. So I think that's what we're talking about. Your intuition starts to become so loud about what's going on that you can't seem to avoid it. For some of you, there's somebody that's doing something behind your back. The cover up might have something to do with what they're doing at their workplace. Maybe they're hooking up with somebody at work, or this is where they are communicating with someone while they're at work. The issue is the past. It seems like somebody has an issue with letting go of someone from their past. So yes, that's that back and forth situation that I was telling you about. Somebody needs to make a decision. Somebody might be going back and forth between you and someone else. And spirit comes in to put a stop to something. This might possibly put a wrench or whatever it is that you have going on, because some of it seems like there's a breakup that might be coming up. Or for some of you, maybe you have been spending some time away from someone and maybe it is difficult to let go of this person. Maybe there's something that sparks your interest, your curiosity about somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe this prompts them to reach out to you, or maybe you want to reach out to them. It seems like it's that sort of situation. But whatever this is, it seems like somebody might be doing so behind somebody else's back, because it seems like somebody is involved, or they're married, or they have kids with somebody. But like I said, they're doing whatever they're doing their dirt, and they're trying to cover it up. So this is possibly what's leading to conflict. And this would be the reason for the revelation. Okay, so now we got the full story. This is the reason for the revelation. Whatever is covered up comes back. It comes out in the open, and it causes friction. It causes doubts about whether or not a relationship can last. Okay, because it looks like somebody has been messaging somebody for a while. I think somebody is waiting for somebody to come by. Like, this seems like this is a meetup. Like, somebody's not just thinking about somebody. Maybe that's what you're concerned about. Okay. Let's go ahead and blow this wide open. What's going on with Scorpio? Sun, moon, and rising. Somebody in your situation, Scorpio or cross watcher, has a habit of cheating. You would already know about this. Unless this is you going into a new situation, because maybe some of you might be falling in love with someone, but this isn't everybody's story. So let me clear that up. Some of you may go on to meet somebody that you're very compatible with, but that's not who I'm talking to. Not today, anyway. But I don't want to say this and have you in the frame of mind of thinking, am I ever going to meet this person? This may not be your story. So like I said, it's general. Take in what applies. Disregard what is somebody else's message. But I do see somebody gaslighting you. I see a situation where you might feel like you're going through mental abuse because somebody is constantly sending you mixed signals. Somebody this week might be acting kind of shut off, kind of emotionally unavailable. And maybe this is a situation where physical abuse could possibly be a real thing for you. Somebody is manipulating you, and maybe you're starting to feel used. And so, yeah, the issue is that somebody, an ex, that they have an on again, off again thing with, is there in the background. So somebody might claim that they're going to be at a certain location or be somewhere specific, but they're not where they say that they're going to be. That's possibly, again, where the cover up is and where the revelation comes through. The revelation seems like it comes through your intuition, like we talked about. You might start to wonder, is somebody with you, for whatever they can get, for whatever they can benefit that you are able to provide in a situation. Somebody feels used is what I'm trying to say. This might be why somebody withdraws from the connection, because somebody senses BS. Yeah, maybe finding out the truth stings a bit. Scorpio or cross watcher. Yeah, somebody might need to walk away from something. Because again, you got a third party situation. You got the death card with the 2 of Wands. Somebody definitely needs to make a decision to leave something behind. That's the situation. That's what Spirit is saying. Something may need to end in order to make way for something else. Or somebody might need to make a choice about this week. Once again, the Star with the King of Swords. This could possibly be, this is an Aquarius, but this could be Libra or Gemini that could be relevant in the situation. Yeah, the Keeper. It seems like there's somebody that is a keeper in the situation, but it seems like somebody is treating somebody else like as if they're a throwaway. I don't know. So you got that situation that's going on in the background. So basically, the power of your words. This could definitely be a parent-child situation. It seems like once the words have left someone's mouth, the damage has already been done. So it seems like spirit guides are saying be watchful of what it is that you say. I don't know why, but we're going to get more no, we do know why. I did say that. Somebody is sensing lies. Something could possibly lead to a lot of bickering, a lot of harsh words. So somebody's feelings get hurt this week. You got a message is coming in, possibly a document, a letter. Maybe this is something that you've been waiting for. Scorpio or cross-watcher, some sort of information may reach you. This feels like this might have something to do with a contract, which we're going to look into in just a moment. Because it looks like you received some sort of paperwork, document, whatever this is. Maybe it's pertaining to finances. It might have something to do with your home. Let's go ahead and see what's up. What's going on that has you in this state of mind? I'm trying not to call you Pisces. I know I'm reading for Scorpio. What's going on? You got something going on. Yeah, you're not talking to somebody. You're not talking to a Scorpio. Did somebody pass away? We're talking about Scorpio. Somebody might have passed away this year. Maybe this is the person that's on your mind. Or maybe a family member. Maybe that's what has you feeling very emotional. You play chess? Scorpio. Maybe you might be getting back into some hobbies. There's a situation that has you worried and you're trying to figure out what it is. The Tower. This is Virgo that shows up again. There's this Taurus. Earth signs are dominating your reading. Somebody is definitely pointing something out. You're pointing the finger at one another? Yes. I don't know. I just think that... Okay. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure out if this has something to do with something legal that's going on, or this is just you having like, yes, this is you and somebody not getting along. Somebody is pointing the finger So it's like somebody is blaming somebody for someone else, blaming someone for something. Whatever this is that you're discussing, you're stressed out. And it might lead to somebody giving you the silent treatment. But it looks like somebody might end up speaking their truth because they end up obsessively thinking about something that's on their mind to the point that they say whatever it is that they might postpone this, they might kind of put it off, but somebody might eventually say what's on their mind. Even though that they know somebody might be frustrating to talk to, or somebody, they already know somebody's going to be defensive about what it is that they're doing. But I'm trying to figure out what is this where somebody is returning home. We did talk about reconciliations. Wow, this card is coming up for a lot of different people. Mental conflicts. So again, somebody has a third party situation. Somebody is called to sever ties with someone that is within a third party situation. Somebody might be having a hard time making a choice. This feels like this might have something to do with something else in your life, because it seems like there's something else that might be frustrating you. But it seems like as I'm looking to explore whatever it is this messing with your mind, it brings me back to the third party situation. So maybe that's just what it is this week. It seems like maybe, I promise you, something is on somebody's mind. They're keeping it to themselves, and to the point that they decide to say whatever they need to say. I see something about pregnancy. Or for some of you, maybe you might be finding out that, I don't know, somebody have a baby on you, because it looks like they're a child. Maybe some of you could be finding out that you are pregnant. Someone possibly has terminated a pregnancy, or could be making a decision about that. Yes, the Lovers. I'm trying to tell you, somebody got something that they're doing on somebody else that they're dealing with on the side. What I can see from this situation, besides the third party, it seems like where you're having this mental conflict is you lose your keys. The keys to something might be relevant. So, whatever this is where you're having this mental conflict, like I was telling you before, you might be under some financial pressure. So maybe you're not sure how to get yourself out of something that you're concerned about. No, yes, that's the case, but they keep bringing me back to this. Okay, somebody feels like you, I don't want to use the word hate, but maybe they feel that way. Maybe somebody feels like you absolutely hate them. You can't stand them. Scorpio or cross watcher. So it looks like somebody wants to let go of it. They want the anger to be gone. They want to dissipate this anger. So this financial situation, it seems like it has something to do with a conflict. I wanted to say contract, but my mouth said conflict. Some of you are in court. Maybe you are having a conflict with somebody that you're working with, I guess. Maybe the person that you're working with, maybe it has something to do with a co-parenting situation. That's possibly who's coming back. To talk to your child's teacher, possibly. There's somebody's teacher is coming down hard on them. That's who's coming back. That might be who's reaching out. Might be a father figure. There's a father figure that may want to step up and be a more present parent, a better example for a child. But maybe this is a parent that may have chosen their lifestyle over a parenthood. It could be their addictions. It could be anything related to that. But I don't know. Maybe that's the mental conflict for you. Maybe this is something that you're worried about. Maybe it's about deciding whether or not someone can come home or be that way, play that role in your life or the life of a child. It seems like you might have your doubts about this person. Now, court. It seems like if you are going to court regarding something, it might have something to do with a contract. Maybe. Whatever the case is, somebody is in court, somebody's definitely lying on the stand. This is either somebody is lying in court, like under oath, Maybe somebody is worried that their lie is going to come out, because we talked about this before. There's a cover up. So somebody could possibly be taking a closer look at something that might be documents, paperwork. Somebody lying under oath. Somebody might be worried that a lie is going to come out, especially with regard to court. Because, yeah, somebody is lying. Somebody might be getting out. Like, somebody could possibly be in jail. Scorpio or cross-watcher. Somebody may be in jail for a number of years, or could be concerned about that. I think somebody might be getting out of jail. Maybe that's where somebody is returning home. Somebody could possibly be coming back from jail. You're concerned about somebody having an agenda. Okay. So guys, what else is going on with the zodiac sign of Scorpio? So this could possibly be someone reaching out to you. So something is on your mind, and something's definitely on somebody else's. So you're thinking about someone, they're absolutely thinking about you, especially if you happen to be fighting with somebody. You might be going shoe shopping this week, Scorpio or cross-watcher, especially maybe you're going shopping for food, maybe you're going grocery shopping. Something might be going on with someone's health. Someone could possibly be concerned about that. Scorpio. Maybe somebody is a musician. Maybe you're just heavily into music. What's going on with court? You got some negative thoughts about court. Maybe you're trying to let go of the possibility of what might happen. Again, it looks like somebody might be getting out of court. It looks like Scorpio cross-watcher, somebody could possibly be coming to you for a sexual favor. I think somebody might have an addiction, and this seems like somebody might be trying to get over their addiction in order to maybe reunite. You're looking for somebody to be real with you and take accountability for something, especially a water sign. So I think that somebody is trying to figure out how to phrase what it is that they want to say. And maybe this is where the mental conflict is. This is what's on somebody's mind heavily, is what do they say? How do they fix a particular situation? So maybe they're speaking to their guides about something. Maybe their guides are speaking to them about giving them some sort of direction. But the issue is you feel like somebody is just not going to change. So I think this is what you're concerned about. Chances are, not Capricorn, this is Scorpio. Some of you are obviously dealing with a Capricorn. Somebody might be a little bit nervous to approach you. So whatever this is that's going on with court, it just seems like there's something here having to do with a document, as I mentioned to you, a contract. Maybe there's something that you're being held to as far as a contract is concerned. So if there's something that maybe you're waiting for the court to make a decision about, maybe you're a little bit nervous about how something might go. Pisces, Scorpio or cross-watcher. Earth signs are dominating your reading, by the way, if I didn't say that already. You got a child. Maybe you have a Leo child. I promise you might be concerned about a child in school. Witchcraft. Oh, that's the snake. That lady was in Pisces not that long ago. So whatever this is with a document, the court. Maybe there's some court fines, some court fees that you're needing to make. Some of you could possibly be paying a lawyer. Maybe you're concerned about whether or not you should get one. It would be beneficial if you can. But looking at the situation, it looks like finances are an issue. There's something that you might need to pay. You're paying something back, or you're paying off a debt. If this has something to do with a contract, it seems like somebody is demanding their money. And somebody could possibly be reaching out to you. This might be a debt collector or something like that. It looks like there's something that you might pay. So if the issue, I think the mental conflict for you is your ability to pay something. I think that's what you're thinking about. Or if it's not that you're paying for something, it might be that a child might need something, and your ability to provide for them might be an issue. You might be worried about this, but whatever this is, it seems like something ends up working out. Like if there's something that you, like a financial that you need is financial that you have, it seems like spirit might put some money in somebody's hand. So the ability to pay something, especially as it pertains to a contract, something that is legally binding, it seems like you're able to come to an agreement. This could be about a child, once again, child custody, this sort of thing. Some of you might be in court due to a child. Yes, I didn't even see this. Yes, so this does have something to do with court. Something is paid. Or like I said, you are able to provide something. Maybe this is spirit coming to give you a provision, coming to provide something, coming to, like I said before, put finances in your hand to make something work out for you, because it looks like whatever this is that you're concerned about, you're not sure how to go about this. You're having mental conflict. You're looking at a situation like it's impossible. You're racking your brain trying to figure out what is the best possible solution. And it seems like the answer comes in this week. Again, somebody is possibly coming back, and as I mentioned to you, someone has passed away. Maybe this is you doing an offering for someone that passed. But you got this snake that's in the background, and I'm trying to see what she is. Well, she's not by herself. It seems like she might be connected to other snakes. But what is it that, I don't even know if we need to spend time on this, but yeah, you're coming to some sort of agreement. Some of you could possibly be signing on the dotted line for something. So some of you could possibly be approved for something that could be coming in. You could be renegotiating a contract. Something ends up working out for you. So this is, again, if there's a deadline, maybe there's something that you need to turn in, or there's a particular deadline that's coming up that you're concerned about. If there's something that you need to do on your end, Scorpio or cross watcher, to get something taken care of in a timely manner, spirit guides are saying maybe it's necessary for you to follow up. But it seems like you might be following up once again regarding a contract. Some of you, maybe you're waiting to hear back from a job. Maybe that's what's on your mind. What might be holding up the process for some of you is a background check. It looks like somebody is fact checking something. Anybody have a drinking issue? Yes. This is you getting help. So somebody could possibly be giving you a helping hand with something that you're dealing with this week. Scorpio or cross watcher, you or somebody else that's around you that might be going through something. A helping hand comes through. You could possibly come through to be a blessing for someone, or someone comes through to be a blessing for you. Is what this looks like. Looks like you've obviously been chosen for something, Scorpio or cross watcher. So maybe this has something to do with your purpose. Maybe this is something that you're figuring out this week about what your purpose entails. So this whole thing about this snake over here, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on that. But this looks like this is somebody that wants you to fall. It's like somebody can't wait to see you fail at something. So they think it's funny. They're a non-factor. They're in the background of your reading, but guess what? As soon as I flip the deck, ancestor comes out. So we talked about that. You're doing something to honor your ancestors. You're doing some sort of ancestor offer, possibly, or this is an ancestor that comes through to prevent some sort of downfall or negative agenda that somebody has. It looks like your angels are fighting your battle, like fighting a battle for you. You're under some sort of spiritual warfare is what this looks like. Okay, yep, there it is. We talked about something being provided. Yeah, this is your angels coming through to give you, to take care of whatever this is, whatever this mental conflict is, and it has something to do with, like I said, with a financial issue. So you've got some sort of blessing that rains down in your situation. This is a spiritual battle, no doubt about this. So this is your ancestors and your angels coming through to help you with something that you're dealing with this week. Maybe it seems like you have been chosen to be a blessing. This is why somebody is opposing you in this way. This spirit guide, you're going someplace too, so maybe you're traveling. Spirit guides, what is going on? What is relevant for the zodiac sign of Scorpio for the next 7 days? There's something regarding, I'm going to go back to this, Scorpio cross watcher, your paperwork, your documents. You might need to look through your documents for something, because I promise you there's something that you might need to turn in. And it might need to be turned in by a particular deadline change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own revolution. Your spirit guides are saying your ego might be kind of pushed to try to control and micromanage everything that's going on this week in your life, and your spirit guides are saying no. By acceptance, you're coming to a place of it's helping you to evolve. It's turning for you to trust more. But your spirit guides are telling you that something about your situation is getting ready to change. So wherever this is in your life where you're having this mental conflict, your guides come in to tell you they see you. They're going to help you navigate through a situation that you might feel is impossible, or you just don't seem to know the answer to how to get through to the other side of something. You guys are saying you don't have anything to worry about. Scorpio crosswatcher, that guidance is coming through, especially from this ancestor that's speaking to you from the other side. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, I just heard Donovan. Is somebody's name Donovan? Somebody's name might start with the letter D. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Some of you are obviously dealing with an Aquarius. You guys saying they're coming in to give you guidance for something that you're worried about, you're concerned about. What you might be concerned about is this other person that's in the background that might be speaking to you in this very passive-aggressive tone, or writing something to you. They're leaving it in plain sight. They want you to see it because they want you to react to it, Scorpio. That could be what you're maybe paying too much attention to. Spirit guides, anything else for the zodiac sign of Scorpio for the next 7 days? Your guides are telling you that surrender is necessary this week. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Hey, Cheryl. Just to let you know, my name is Angela, but thank you so much for commenting. God is cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. Okay, so this is the guidance. So if you don't know what to do about something, it seems like, again, your spirit guides come in to give you this guidance, but they're saying that, or you're just like, what the heck is going on in my life? You might feel like you have absolutely no control over the circumstances that are going on. Your guys are saying this is your ancestors, your angels coming in to cut away things in your life that are misaligned, whether these are obsessions, addictions, whatever needs to go from your life. This is why you're experiencing so much change in your life. This is why you might feel like you have no control over the circumstances. It's because your angels come in to remove things in your life that you might not realize are blockages, to make way for what is meant for your life. Especially if we're talking about attachments. Like if you're clinging to something that is already over, this is your guides coming in to say it's time to release something. It's time for a change. It seems like somebody in your situation is clinging to something, like I said, that is just done, it's over. Especially if we're talking about a third-party situation. Spirit is coming in to cut something out in order to make way for something new. With that, Scorpio Nation and Cross Watcher, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Found that this reading was helpful, thumbs up this video. Consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you, Scorpio Nation and Cross Watchers, for... I'm sorry, there's something else that I see in the reading. And I'm thinking about saying it, but I'm like, is it really that significant to kind of backtrack? I don't know, somebody might be buzzed. Someone might be saying something to you when they're buzzed or when they're drunk. So somebody could possibly be talking out the side of their neck, saying some things that are just really out of pocket, possibly when they're buzzed or they're drunk. This could be somebody drunk texting you, drunk dialing, this sort of thing. Especially as a Pisces involved. All right. With that, Scorpio Nation, take care. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.